All right, we are here with undefeated lightweight prospect of the year, should I say, Abdullah Mason in New York City. How you feeling right now, my man?
Man, I'm ready. Can't wait.
So you're fighting Manuel Jaimes tomorrow, who's coming off a decision loss against Rolly Romero, a former world champ. It's a big step up. He went the distance with Rolly. Are you looking to make a statement and stop him and show like, hey, this guy's been in there with world class fighters. I'm a world class fighter.
Um, if I see it, that's definitely the route I'm gonna take for sure. But I'm gonna have fun in there, And my job is to make him look like everybody else. So I'm gonna take away all the his good attributes that he have, make him look a little ordinary. Yeah, then that's what I'm gonna do. Have some fun.
This is your first fight of the new year, man. I mean, you were super active in 2024. You had five fights, five fights. Um, and last year you had numerous viral moments. Your knockout against Gourmet in February on the TO card, and then you had a knockout against Michael Hahn, and then you had your crazy fight with Johan Vasquez in Norfolk. Talk about what you learned from that fight and what you could take from that into this one.
Um, I say for that fight specifically, those shots that landed, it was a small technical issue, but my biggest takeaway was make sure I'm dialed in my corner at all times. My team. They always tell me the right things, and the more I listen to them, the easier the fight gets. So as long as I'm listening to them, take heed to what they saying and pay attention to that, like make that the thing, then all my fights is gonna be much easier than they have to be. You know what I'm saying? So that's my biggest takeaway.
And I think it was great too, being there. I was in Norfolk watching the fight, and to see that much grit come from a young man like yourself. Not a lot of guys can bounce back like that. And boxing fans are often saying, "Well, the guy's got to step up. We got to see if he gets tested." And you showed and you passed with flying colors. And I thought it was amazing. Um, and now you're on the heels of getting into that contender status. I remember when you were in Canada, you were talking about you're eyeing a title shot soon, and you're on the undercard of a lightweight world title fight with Keyshawn Davis and Dennis Baranchek. So how are you feeling about the possibility of a title fight in the near future?
I'll be there real soon. No telling how soon, but if I keep doing what I'm doing against these guys, making everybody look the same on each level, then I'm gonna creep up real quick. And they already seeing that. But like I said, my job is to keep doing what I'm doing, and I'm right there. So whoever give me the opportunity, as soon as I hit that status where I'm the mandatory for whatever title, then I can't wait to have that shot.
And I think there is a potential storyline there, right? Like you're here with Top Rank, Keyshawn's here with Top Rank, assuming he wins, right? And I know you guys have been cordial. I've seen you guys backstage, when you were a little younger, and it was always cordial. But now with the possibility that you're kind of like not too far behind him, what's that been like with your interactions with Keyshawn, being on the same fight week and stuff like that? And there's a possibility you guys might fight at some point.
The interaction's been the same. I don't gotta not like somebody to be able to fight him. I it's boxing is boxing. We in the same weight class. You got the title, or if that's anybody. If somebody had a title and they in my division, then why not? You could be a likable dude and still get some smoke.
An appetite for smoke. That's what you've been preaching for a while. Um, and moving across boxing, I wanted to get to the Twitter streets. People are always you're a viral sensation, right? You're becoming super popular online. A lot of people tune into your fights. There's another guy out there, CURMEL MOTON, right? I know he's at junior lightweight right now, but what are your thoughts on a possible fight with him one day? Both you guys growing into your star power. What are your thoughts on that?
If it makes sense, why not? I'm willing to display my skills. With any fighter in my division. But if it makes sense, why not do it? He's an up and coming prospect. He can fight. So why not? If it makes sense for sure.
Did you watch his last fight?
I seen the clips of the highlights after the fight was over with. He did good.
Well, how would you break it down?
Um, I say he's an active fighter. He lets his hands go. Um, I mean that's what I see out of Camille. He got a high output.
I think at some point, it'll be a great fight to watch. Again, there's a lot of casual interest with you and him, and I think that'd be great for the sport. But what are your predictions going into this weekend? You see how Keyshawn and Baranchek is going to go tomorrow night.
Um, Originally, I was saying it was gonna go to distance, and hearing a lot about Bernchek that he's a tough fighter. He's coming. He got a lot of durability. Coming from Ukraine, they be pretty tough. But I seen a clip of him during the weigh-in. They showed a few of his highlights, and I'm like, nah, I don't think he gonna last. I don't think he gonna make it. Yeah, so I think Keyshawn, he does his thing. It might be a little early night.
Okay. And there's another big fight going on next week in the lightweight division. Your former stablemate, who's also at top rank, Shakur Stevenson, is fighting Floyd Schofield in Saudi Arabia. What are your thoughts on that fight? How are you predicting it? I know you've been in the ring with Shakur. I'm not sure. Have you been in the ring with Floyd Schofield before?
I have been in the ring with Floyd Schofield. We actually been in the ring for only one round. So they pulled up to the gym and it was like a round robin going on, and he stepped in there. We did one round and he stepped out. I was ready to go a few more, but it was a cool session.
How are you predicting that fight to go?
I think Shakur is an elite fighter, and I think Schofield he's good, but I don't think he has that it factor. So I think Shakur he gonna do what he want.
And you shared the ring with Shakur numerous times sparring. You guys are both on the J Prince. What have you learned from Shakur? And I do have to ask, since I'm asking about Keyshawn, would you be open to fighting Shakur one day?
Oh yeah, for sure. If you're in my division and you got the title, then why not? I feel like the sparring sessions with Shakur right before I turned pro, the main thing that I learned was just the temperament of a just being in a pro is a different pace. But besides that, I feel like it kind of taught me or showed me more of where I was at. It let me know what I could do when I step in the ring in there, against a world class fighter.
All right, that's awesome, man. Hey, there's a lot of big fights coming up. We're excited to see yours tomorrow, man, and kick off 2025. Abdullah, I appreciate the time, man.
Man, thank you. Appreciate it.